Hello, I'm local democracy reporter Emma Draper, and this week I've been interviewing the candidates for the upcoming Ramsey Commissioners By-Election. In this newscast, you'll hear from all four candidates in alphabetical order. First will be Callister, then Sandra Cottam-Shea, Pauline Johns-Garrett, and Sara Hay. If you're a Ramsey resident listening to this, you'll be able to vote on Thursday the 7th of March from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. at the Town Hall.
I've decided to stand as a commissioner, as Ramsey's my hometown and the people are lovely. I do see that there are problems and there are also some amazing retail units, and I'd like to bring about some transparency in government, or at least in the town hall. And I just want to make sure that for everyone, Ramsey is a lovely place to be. I'm interested in the community and the culture, green spaces and town attraction, getting people to be able to access nature. So there are some areas in Ramsey that are difficult for those with mobility issues to get to. Inclusion and transparency is another area I'd like to look at, especially with inclusion, because I think the language of politics, no one inherently understands it. And it'd be good if I can sort of break that down, get more people involved, so we've got more of a diverse group.
What do you think are the main issues in the town?
One of the concerns in the town, well, two of the concerns have always been with the parking, and another concern has been with the brownfield sites. So with people's vote, if I become a commissioner, I will become knowledgeable enough. I will listen across the board, everybody's ideas, and they are priorities to focus on. I believe we need to make it more inclusive for younger people, for the youth. Once they reach an age where they can't go to the youth centre no more, they find themselves with little to do. They might get themselves in trouble. So one of the areas I'd like to focus on, and that goes alongside inclusion. I'd like to be able to build a warm shelter, a hangout for younger people, even a spot where they're allowed to graffiti.
What are you hoping to achieve if you're elected by the people of Ramsey?
I'd like to improve on the events that we already have, especially with the culture. We've got a strong Manx culture, and some things around Ramsey we could certainly inject a bit more of that. I'd like the town to be more of an attractive place. I'd be happy with more colour, and if we can't add colour, we could at least keep it clean. I've got plenty of ideas for the town. One of my main things, however, will be listening to people, because I feel like sometimes that's forgotten. I hear that we could do with a community garden or even bug hotels somewhere just on the outskirts. That would be brilliant to have. I would support that.
I'd be driving round or talking to people and noticing things and, I wonder why that's like that. I wonder who's doing something about that. And listening to, for want of a better word, gripes, concerns in the community. And I thought, well, you need to put your money where your mouth is, Sandra. If you're bothered by it, try and be in a position where you can be part of a team to change it, to make adjustments, to be a conduit for change. There's a few things to be addressed. I love Ramsey, I really do. And I just want the best for it and the people that live in it. So it is a case of I've got to stick my head above the parapet and see if I can change instead of moaning about it.
What to you do you think, or have you seen anything while you've been out canvassing, are the main issues in the town?
The thing that people keep pointing out, or their concerns, are the empty buildings, the intended development of the quay, but nobody seems to know what's going to happen with it. The marina, that seems to be a big talking point. And just supporting the local traders. There's some innovative shops and trading going on. I'd love to mention them, but I can't by name, but they know who they are. There's a lovely sense of community and family spirit that I think we can enhance it, we can work on it, we can use that as a tool, as a common goal.
What are you hoping to achieve if you're elected?
Well, I think first of all, you've got to keep your ears open and your mouth shut, because it's a big learning curve. And it's not about it's working as a team. And the greatest communication is listening and seeing what people want and how we can change it. I'm not an expert on legislation on the island or how things politically work. I'm just coming from my heart rather than my head. I'm a great fan of developing the beachfront, making it a place that families and people want to go to. I'm biased, it's the best beach on the island. It's flat, it goes out for miles, it's safe. You go for a swim, or you go for a sunbathe or a paddleboard or whatever, and last year when the weather was good, it's always busy. I'd like, the local traders to be able to bring mobile stuff near the beachfront. I'd like to see the mobile saunas. I'd like to see what the big spaces used for entertainment. I just hope that Ramsey gets the person that's right for them. And the only way that people are going to do that is to go and vote on the 7th.
Living in Ramsey and travelling around Ramsey, there's such a lot of derelict land and the place looks tired and run down. A few years ago, Ramsey Commissioners did give businesses a chance to sort of smarten up their premises and that and get them painted up and that. But they're all looking a bit tired again now. And there's places along the Parliament Street there where places are really run down, and some of it along the quayside is quite derelict areas, and they're all just covered over and they don't look very nice at all. And there's areas that are big enough, put in a block of flats. There's opportunity there without going into the countryside and taking more greenfield sites for building houses that quite honestly are out of the range of ordinary working class people, young people that can't afford the houses they're putting up. They're being bought by other people letting out and at very high rents and that, and people can't afford it.
So apart from housing, what else do you think are the main issues in the town?
Well, that's one of the main issues, is housing for people. Also, the getting to see a dentist is very, very difficult. A doctor's appointment and that, people are finding it very difficult. So this is where they want to extend the boundaries and that. We're saying, well, it's all very well, but you can't manage what you've got now, and people can't get doctors and dentists and that. There's no point in bringing in more and more people if the people that are living here can't get the things that they need.
What would you hope to achieve if you were elected?
Ramsey Town Commission try and build the new housing to push for things like that. I know that it's difficult for the dentists and for doctors and that. We haven't got enough dentists here, and I don't know what the answer is to encourage them to come to the island, set up here. So that is an ongoing problem, but all I can do is say to push for it. Ramsey is such a lovely town, and they're really, really nice people, really friendly, and it's a shame that you live in a place a long time, you don't always notice the shabbiness of it and that. I love Ramsey. I think it's really nice, but, we need to clean the place up, and we need to get some houses built. Social housing is badly needed. Problem down south in Castletown with a swimming pool. I think there should be an all-island leisure rate so that everyone gets to pay into the pool, not just some areas don't pay and other ones pay an awful lot of money.
I believe that the people of Ramsey need an independent candidate, not someone that follows Greens or Liberals or anything else. I mean, they're very good parties, but I feel that I just want to be the voice of the people of Ramsey. I haven't got an agenda. My agenda is basically the people. What they want is what I'll be voicing to the rest of the Ramsey Commissioners. I don't believe that being a commissioner is a part-time job. It requires dedication and hard work, and the people deserve somebody that's totally committed to being a commissioner.
What do you think are the main issues in the town or surrounding the town?
The marina being one of the big ones. Is it a boost for local economy, or will it end up a major pollutant of heavy metals as in Peel? Will it destroy local habitats? That is one of the things that I think many people are concerned about. We've had news about the Sulby Riverside scheme. They're going to build 200 homes on a floodplain. Is that ever a good idea?
What are you hoping to achieve if you're elected by the people of the town?
As I've said, it's not my agenda. I would see myself just as a spokesperson for the people. The other things that may come up are regeneration. That seems to be a buzzword, but regenerating what? I mean, there's the area by Old Shipyard Road there that needs something doing with it. The old buildings that are falling derelict, some of them appear quite dangerous, even in Parliament Street itself. They need pushing forward. Something needs to be done with them. Is it investment that needs to be done, or is it just a case of holding these people who own the buildings more responsible and making sure that either repair work or the buildings are made safe?
These kind of things that you think you would be trying to push for or lobby for if you get elected?
I think they may be the things that the people want putting forward. It's not about me. It's not about what my beliefs are. My beliefs are pushed to one side. I want to know what the people want, what Ramsey wants, what the community wants. They need to tell me, and I will work my hardest, as I've always dedicated myself, to the community.
Thank you for making it to the end of the Little Manx Radio newscast. You are obviously someone with exquisite taste. May I politely suggest you might want to subscribe to this and a wide range of Manx Radio podcasts at your favourite podcast provider, so our best bits will magically appear on your smartphone. Thank you.